Welcome to Lola Lee Chat. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So Karlissa was on Instagram Live reacting to Blueface's and new photos and all the scribbles all over his face. She says that the ladies still want him. She says he's still handsome. What do you guys think? Do you think he's still handsome? And she gave an update on Callie and why she is missing in action. She says she's got a lot going on right now. She was speaking on Jaidyn Alexis. Karlissa was asked if she was seeing Chrisean Jesus for his birthday, and it looks like she's claiming to know nothing about the birthday plans. So it looks like people are still praying for Blueface and Jaidyn Alexis to get back together. She was saying every time we as the internet thought that Blueface was with Chrisean, he was actually at home getting a home-cooked meal every other day with Jaidyn Alexis and his family, and also spending time with his kids. So it looks like, she's saying Blueface was showing us one thing and something else was going on. Anyway, she spoke on Chrisean's new man, Hood Trophy Bino, being in the church. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Maybe we'll see the two of them getting filled with the Holy Spirit. Maybe speaking in tongues. We shall see. She said Chrisean entered Blueface's life with ill intentions and got ill results. She said Chrisean set out to do ill-ish, and look what happened. She's saying Chrisean is living proof of that. Guys, listen to this.
I know my son fine. All my sons fine than a motherfucker. Don't get on here. That's one thing we ain't gonna never talk about. I don't give a fuck if they face got scribble, scrabble, Scooby-Doo, and a coloring book on that motherfucker. They gonna be 6'2" and 6'2", 6'4" motherfuckers. Big, rough, tough, ghetto as fuck, fine as fuck. My sons, yes. My babies. Just like they nanny. They gonna be looking that fine even when they get old, okay? So don't get on this motherfucking internet thinking you can get a little shifty over here, okay? So I wouldn't give a fuck if he wrote black and blue across his face. He's still gonna be fine as fuck. Stop lying. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? At least you know when you go up to that bank teller, ain't nobody about to run up on you on that motherfucking bank teller. If my son's standing there and you withdrawing that money, ain't nobody finna fuck with you with that nigga standing there, 6'4", big as fuck with all them tattoos on his face. You gonna feel protected. Hell, the motherfucking police ain't even finna pull that nigga over. They just gonna keep on driving. They gonna look over, he gonna be doing 150, and they gonna be like, I didn't see that. Did you see that? Fuck out of here, girl. It's some perks that comes to the bullshit. You just have to find the blessings in the bullshit, okay? You got to find the blessings in the bullshit, okay? And then y'all gonna be thinking he broke and he's still gonna pop out rich than the motherfucker, because you know the motherfucker got deals and contracts waiting. So he's still gonna be a rich nigga with a coloring book on his face. He's still gonna have more money than the niggas with no coloring book on their face. My son's still gonna have more money than your college educated ass motherfucking son with nothing on his face. Now, you don't know nothing I'm talking about, do you? All them mothers out there talking about, I feel so bad for her. Her son done colored all over her face. All up over his face. And you over there, my son got a degree. I don't give a fuck, bitch. My son's heart gonna be pure, okay? After this, he gonna be tattoo face, pure-hearted protector, okay? Now, I bet you if you walking around my son, none of these baddies about to walk up on you. Who about to do it? Which one of the baddies gonna walk up on my son if he got a girl? Which one of y'all gonna try? None. And your baby daddy ain't gonna try it either. Girl, bye. Thank you. Y'all, he done messed up his face. You gonna be the main hoe in line for the picture booth. Like, Can I take a picture with you with your scribble face, daddy? These hoes acting brand new. Y'all about to get on. As soon as he get out, y'all about to be trying to run around, dip through the back door, trying to take pictures, trying to pull your mini skirt halfway up. Girl, I used to be a Jezebite. I know. I used to be a Jezebite just like you, girl. Get on this motherfucker acting brand new. Because I'm going to be right there with my camera. Same motherfuckers on this internet that pull up to the party trying to bend over, acting like they dropped something. Talking about, he ain't that cute no more, girl. Skirt all up to here. Talking about, can you pick that up for me, Blue? And don't get on here talking about y'all sons. I don't give a fuck about them 5'8" motherfuckers. They may as well have scribbled on their face because they too goddamn little to stand next to my son. I don't care, okay? I don't care. Just like I didn't care about y'all motherfucking son, little bitty ass 5'6" son. Your son went to jail. My son went to college. I don't give a fuck. He's still little in the motherfucker. He still ain't that bright. Girl, I don't want to hear none of y'all because y'all be talking about my son. Then I look on y'all page at y'all Gary Coleman ass motherfucking kids. Okay, little I did with the cock eye. And y'all be trying to compare him to my son. Girl, that's like comparing Soldier Boy to Blueface. It'll never fucking happen. I don't give a fuck if my son write on his face a whole goddamn paragraph. Soldier Boy can't stand next to Blueface. I wouldn't give a fuck. Say I'm lying. Now, Chris Brown might be able to stand next to my son, okay? You see what I'm saying? It's rules and regulations to this shit. Some of these motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck if he run on the front and the back. You still can't stand next to him. Girl, I'm serious than a motherfucker. Now, you know, if you walk by Blueface with his new tattoos and Soulja Boy, what you about to do? You already know what you about to do. Stop fucking playing with me. You walking down the street and you see NLE Chopper with his crystal clear face and you see Blueface. You talking to NLE Chopper? Fuck no. Fuck out of here with that shit. That's like Michael Jackson and motherfucking Floyd Mayweather. Come on, make it make sense. You're not talking to Mike. Who else? Who else? Okay, who else? Who else on the spectrum? Who else? I will wait. I will wait for all y'all rapper options and you tell me which one of them motherfuckers that could stand next to my son. Which one? Who? Lil Yachty? Who? Which one? Did she say Lil Yachty? Kodak Black? Kodak Black standing next to Blueface. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Hell, Kanye West standing next to Blueface. What is we doing, ladies? Common fucking sense. I don't give a fuck. You're not finna go talk to the game if he's standing there next to Blueface. You fixing to talk to the game before you talk to Blueface? You finna talk to Soulja Boy before you talk to Blueface? Come on now, I'm not fucking dumb. I'm old. I'm older than the motherfucker, but I'm not dumb. I ain't dumb by a long shot. It ain't the motherfucker I think y'all should talk to before y'all talk to anybody, except for maybe Chris Brown, okay? I done already told my son when he was a baby, like, it's only one motherfucker in this world that's gonna be more handsome than you. And I already tried to rob that cradle. He don't like brown skinned girls, but I'm sorry. I was trying to go up over Chris Brown's house when he did that Christmas movie. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. He did that Christmas movie, girl. Chris Brown is another fine young man that can write all over his face and won't nobody even notice that shit. Because he tall than a motherfucker, too. I'm sorry. Lil Durk standing next to Blueface. Come on now. Come on now. Even with the tattoos, you know Lil Durk is not cuter than Blueface. Even with them nice brown eyes, he not cuter than Blueface. And he definitely not cuter than Blueface with that short haircut. Maybe with the dreads, he might be able to, like, the nigga 5'10". You heard Glorilla say he need to be 6 foot out the mud. 6 foot out the mud, motherfucker. There's requirements to this shit. That's what's wrong with you little bitches. That's why y'all out here making them little midget ass sons. Y'all don't got no height requirements when you start making kids. Now I know that's somewhere in the Bible. I know it say somewhere in the Bible, leave them little niggas alone. Y'all keep making all these little midget people, and that's why they out here being mad than a motherfucker. Okay? Y'all need to work on your height requirements. Okay? Let's start there. Have some requirements to reproducing in this world. Kevin Gates for sure. Nah, not Kevin. I mean, he got a nice little swag, but he be giving like his booty a little greasy though, don't he? I mean, it just be giving greasy booty. That's what I be getting out of Kevin. Kevin reminds me of my, Tay, don't get mad, but Kevin Gates reminds me of my makeup artist, your boy Tay. I mean, he's just giving greasy booty, like y'all don't have no type of standards. Like, his swag is, you know, it moves me, and he's a very good looking brother, but the way he be wearing his pants be just like greasy booty, no?
So I want to show you guys the real pictures that Blueface shared on his Instagram. He looks so different, and as we can see, he's covered up the Chrisean tattoo. So now, here are 2 more pictures. These pictures have been altered, obviously. Blueface, you know, doing some yoga. Papa Blue actually saw these pictures, and then he added his little caption and reposted them. This one says, Blueface doing yoga to get out early, free Blueface. And then this one he said, Blueface stretching, getting ready for his early release. Obviously, these are not real pictures. Somebody altered them. And apparently Blueface has seen the pictures. This is his friend. And he posted them pic of the homie is AI as F. But that ish is funny as F. Even he laughed and he was hot. He said, Tokaz, they got him on the internet looking like Sparky Polarski from Bring It On. He said, if you don't know who Sparky Polarski is, you blanking young to be following, so you need to leave. Cuz I'm really funny as F on Schoolyard because I be saying the most funniest ish.
I need to help y'all. I gotta help y'all because somebody just said Kevin Gates, girl, it's just giving greasy booty. Girl, I'll take a doodle on your face before I take a greasy booty. What'd he say? What's the song he sings that had me cracking up? Girl, ain't nobody beating me up that bad while we no ma'am. Not Kevin. He's like he wanna child. Donald Trump does not look better than Blueface. Are you fucking kidding me? Donald Trump, now he might make the height requirement. He just might make the height requirement. But Donald Trump got hoes back in the day. Shit, Donald Trump had plenty of hoes back in the day. So he must have been fine. I mean, he a little undercooked for me to judge. I mean, I can't cook. I can't, you know what I'm saying? After that first undercooked, I was not. You gotta stay in the oven just a little while longer. Girl, they said Trump. Trump had hoes too. Trump done trumped out. Girl, you know Trump will pimp. That motherfucker pimped his way into the White House. And y'all be thinking Trump don't like niggas. Trump likes some bad black girls, honey. He like them dark, too. Trump like his meat dark. Ask me how I know. I'll tell you. He used to hang out with Mike Tyson and them. Trump like his meat dark, okay? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Back in the day, we old folks know. Okay? Omarosa was black than the motherfucker. Don't play with me. Wasn't she black? Omarosa was black than the motherfucker. He was creeping with Omarosa. Okay, then she started thinking she was bigger than the project and he got rid of her. But Trump loved him some Whitney Houston black, honey. He didn't like him light skinned. He liked him chocolatey. Go back and look at all the women Trump was running around with. He was running around with them chocolate women. Because, honey, that chocolate will give you a different type of cavity. You will get a different type of cavity with that chocolate. Omarosa, yes, girl. Pretty and black, wasn't she? She was so black when she put that red lipstick on, it just matched. And Trump loved that, honey. And the ladies, too. The diamond, remember the diamond ladies, the big girls? I heard he was fluffing them up, too. You know them two big girls that was advocating for Trump? Going hard in the paint like, girl, we know you ain't going that hard unless you done smashed that sausage. We know why them two girls, when he was over there, honey, he was getting it. They was making peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Shit, they was smashing Trump like an Oreo. What was them two girls, rest her soul? One of them passed away. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Miss Hernandez not smashed Elon. What? Anyways, I know I get a little ghetto after I drop my kids off because I be really trying to hold my ghetto in so they don't be too ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to like compress it, and then when I drop them off, I have to decompress. You know, I have to decompress. It's a whole process after you drop your grandkids off. It's like, you know what I'm saying? The first day you kind of go through trauma. Like, trauma is real too, guys. I want you guys to know that because every time you hear something, you be like, where them fucking kids at? And they be going home and we still hear them. Are there any grandparents in here that understand where I'm coming from, or I the only one? Girl, every time they leave, like for the first 2 days, you be like, what the fuck was that? Girl, it's trauma when you drop them grandkids off. Y'all do not know what I'm talking about. I be hearing shit in the middle of the night. I be thinking they be up sneaking around trying to get some snacks and soda and shit. My husband be like, stop yelling, ain't no kids here. I be like, get the fuck out that refrigerator. Ain't even no kids here. It be his big ass. It be his big ass in the refrigerator, girl. Get the fuck out that refrigerator. Yes, so you know when we drop them off, we have to decompress. We have to snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Snap out of your grandma mode. You got to twerk down real good. You got to take a shower, twerk down real good. Like, get your twerk back. Then you might put all your stuff together and go get your car clean, because I don't give a fuck how much money you got, how rich you are. If you got grandkids, your motherfucking car is nasty as a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how clean you are. I don't give a fuck if you got the cleanest car in America. When them grandkids leave, you gonna look like you on Section 8 and welfare, and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about your car. They don't give a fuck about your cleanliness. You gotta decompress, okay? You gotta take your car through the car wash, okay? And then you gotta have that ghetto face, because they looking at you like, why you got hamburgers and pickles on your floor? You nasty. And they all dried up and crusty and shit. Girl, then you making excuses. You talking to the people like, yeah, I let these people use my car and I don't know what they were doing. Just got my car back and it was just so dirty. Lying like a motherfucker. You know you just dropped them kids off and let them eat all that shit in your car. And every time my husband say, don't let the kids eat in the car. Girl, I gotta sneak around, get the car clean before he see it. Then you got to run in Home Depot and you got to buy some cleaning supplies. You got to decompress, bitch. It's the decompression about to go down. Y'all messy in these comments. Karlissa, you give people life catching live. Do you feel better about that? I'm watching LOL. Something's off. Your son's face is a coloring book. Well, what color you like? What color did you pick? She told somebody to F off. I hope she ain't telling me to F off. It's a whole process, girl. You got to go by and look around and see what you got to scrub up off the walls. You got to check your walls thoroughly. Check your walls thoroughly. Face doodles or not, he's handsome. Thank you, Kay. And she pretty too. See, the pretty bitches still gonna say my son cute. It's them ratchet, ugly ass bitches that, girl, it's them ratchet, ugly ass bitches who know that's how they kids ugly without the tattoos. That's calling him ugly, but the pretty bitches gonna see past that, okay? Do y'all see how fine my son's little girlfriend is? Jaidyn says she ain't gonna last past the first week, but I'm here to see. I'm just gonna check it out. Jaidyn says she ain't gonna last past the first week. I said, girl, I know you ain't hating. I know you said I'm just checking. You be dissing my son. Girl, what you dissing him for? What he do to you? You're beautiful. You don't need filters. Girl, I got bags. I got my gray hair. I got to go dye in my eyebrows. Thank you, though. I appreciate the compliment. I got some nappy edges right now. This filter is doing me some justice, okay? That's just another hater. Keep going. Your son is top 10 finest guys ever. Girl, even with the tattoos, okay? That's what I be trying to tell these hoes. I already know it's them jealous booger bears who can't count to 10 that's going to have a problem. Because if a man is fine, he fine whether he got writing on his face or not. Okay? Now, it's his attitude that we going to have to check, ladies. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. It's his attitude that we going to have to check. Okay? We're going to have to check that attitude and see what that attitude talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's how we going to know if he cute or not. That's how you can tell if a man is cute or not. I don't care if a man's face got burnt up in a fire. You could tell if he tall, if he's strong, if he buff, if he still got his swag and his confidence and he got a good attitude. That's how you tell if a man is cute. Okay, ladies? We don't tell if a man is cute or not by what he been through. Now, my son do look like what he been through. I'm sorry, son. I got to say that part. You look like what you've been through, okay? But that don't mean that you got to act like what you've been through, okay, ladies? You look like what you've been through, but we're going to see how you act when you get home. I think Dre is handsome, too. I think Dre is my cutest kid, okay? That's just between me and everybody. I think Dre is definitely my finest kid, for sure. Callie hate when I say that, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dre is handsome, no cap. Yeah, Dre is my finest kid. He really is. He knows that. I think that was what the problem with his wife. Like, girl, you got him. He ain't going nowhere. He might slide here left or right, but he ain't going nowhere. See, y'all ladies, men love a woman that if you with a man in his darkest hour, I got sons, I got a man I know. If you with a man when he down, he'll never forget you. He always remember you. You always like top sirloin. No matter what you look like, you could get fat, you could get a little funky. If you've been with a man when he was down, honey, you in his heart for life, okay? Because you got to remember, like, when a man is, like, nothing and there's no one in his corner, his mama, of course, always going to be in his corner. His mama always going to think he handsome. His mama always going to be like, that's my baby. But when another woman come find you in a dark place and you just there by yourself, life is just gone and it's passing you by and you don't know where it's going. And she whispered that one little, stay strong, hold your head up, I'm here. That hoe is in his heart for life. That's the man you need to don't even cheat with him because that hoe ain't never going nowhere, okay? I don't care what happened. That lady ain't going nowhere. But you got to know that, though. You got to be comfortable and confident in yourself. Like, Dre could have got out and dumped his wife the first week. I mean, because that's what most people would have did. men that know when you will be with them in a dark place, you will always have a place in their heart. That's like, damn, you love me as much as my mama do. Callie do have talents for real. She believed Blue made other girls go up when his sister can write, rap, and yeah, you know, that's a very rough spot for them, you know. But like I told Callie, her and Blue have been competitors since they were kids. Whether it was ball, football, basketball, Callie has the most athletic talent ability in my family. Let's just put that there. Callie with the whole shits. Like, you know what I'm saying? If she was a boy, she would have dominated both of them. But in sports, accolades, in the NCAA, in the ESPN, Callie is the most athletic in our family. So they know that, and they wasn't really happy with that. But I mean, it is what it is. And so when you have siblings and y'all been helping each other, you know, elevate and grow in athletics, there's always going to be a tendency of nana and a boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? I'm richer than you. I can rap. I can, they siblings. That's what it's called, sibling rivalry. But once they get to a place and age where they respect each other's talents and they realize that we're stronger together, I feel like they're growing into that place right now. I do. Is Callie depressed right now? No, I think Callie is really hurt that both of her brothers are in jail. I think it really bothers Callie what our family went through. I think Callie went through the most. She lost her, separated from her husband. She struggled a lot, but I feel like Callie's motivation right now is she's so busy with Carter, and she's realizing that Carter is not getting ready to be 9 years old. That's halfway grown. Like, this is a very pivotal point in her son's life. So I think she's just really busy with that. And I think she's really busy with, Callie never stopped taking her nursing classes. So every semester that y'all have known her, y'all just didn't know. But Callie been in her classes and school's getting ready to start. So Callie been taking her backup classes for nursing this whole time. So she might just be a little overwhelmed. I don't think depressed, but maybe a little overwhelmed right now. I do know that it's heavy on her heart that both of her brothers are in jail. So mentally, that's got to be weighing on her for sure. But yeah, she got school. School just started back up, and she's got Carter and his education, and she got a lot going on right now. It's a pivotal year for her. Jay should shit on Blue and keep going. And that would be kind of dumb because you can't really shit on somebody you gotta see for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, when you have a kid with someone, you have to love beyond to yesterday and how you feel. When you have a kid with somebody, you have to almost at least give a fuck about that person just because your kids do. It's hard to shit on somebody that your kids love. That's a really, really fucked up individual to want to shit on somebody that your kids gotta be there with. Jaidyn really watches how she talks, about John in front of Javon. She's very careful about that because your kids will turn on you and feel some type of way. Like, you don't want that. They need to be the best coaches for their children. Exactly. I just told one of my homegirls, y'all. Her daughter got pregnant very early on, like maybe 13. She is literally graduating as college as a surgical tech right now. She did that. I'm so proud of her. But both the parents worked that thing. They worked that thing so tough. You could never know that girl had that baby in almost elementary school. You can't. Some stuff you don't know how important it is for two parents to get in there and work that thing all the way through. I'm telling you, when John started acting up, I called his daddy. I said, get your fucking ass up over there with our son right now, because I'm telling you right now, girl, y'all seen John daddy pull up. Fake the funk the fake, what? John been in that house. You wouldn't have got nothing past his son this whole time. Okay? So you got to be able to call your baby daddy and tell your baby daddy, get your ass over here and get him together right now. Because he ain't talking to me. You got to have two people. If he ain't talking to you, he better be talking to the daddy. Y'all better stop playing with these kids. You don't want to live like that. Are you seeing Junior for his birthday? I don't think so. I don't know nothing about that. Still praying for Blue to get his family back with Jay. Girl, they only need to co-parent, nothing else. Exactly. But you got to be able to co-parent in peace. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like rolling your eyes and stomping your feet and doing all that extra shit. Karlissa, Jay doesn't need to put Blue on a pedestal. No, I agree. She doesn't need to put him on a pedestal. However, she doesn't need to put him in her mouth in a negative light either, because that is her son and her daughter's father. And they love their dad. So talking about your child's father is just ludicrous. I used to make up excuses. When my kid's father couldn't make it to something, I would lie and make up shit just so they didn't feel what I felt. We need more music from Callie. I think once she gets these classes going, she got like another probably 2 weeks. I think once she get the groove of these classes and she see that she can manage them and maintain them, I think she'll be back on her grind again. Did you see the video of Junior go grab the baby? I heard y'all talking about it, but no, I haven't seen it. He did it to Jaidyn, and you do it to Blueface dad. No, I don't talk about Blueface daddy. John, and if I talk about Blueface dad, he grown. He grown. Okay, I could talk about my baby daddy. My son is grown. I'm talking about kids. Are y'all really? I thought I had the smart people on my page. Here come the dumb people again. Who let y'all in here? Let's be real. Blue bashed the fuck out of Jay when he was with Rock. No, the fuck he didn't. Why is you getting in here telling all them goddamn lies? The whole entire time that y'all thought Blue was with Rock, every other day he was at Jaidyn's house getting a home-cooked meal and in the bed with his kids. So stop the fucking lies that you don't know. Just like, and then her mama post the goddamn Thanksgiving pictures. Because y'all don't be knowing what's going on. Exactly. He didn't bash her, and they spent more time together than the internet knew about. Because they have children together, and your baby daddy gonna be over his baby mama house. As long as she ain't the baby mama that will get him put in jail, that's where you can find your man at. Okay, so you may as well be friends so that you could go over there too. Oh, she cooking today? Well, I'm coming too. Tell her I'm hungry too. I'm coming over too. He ain't never bashed her. They making up some bullshit. And I'm not saying don't get in an argument with your baby daddy every now and then and call him a punk ass bitch. I'm just saying in front of your kids. And when you with your kids, it's supposed to be a little different. That's what I'm talking about. So you think it's cool for your son to be playing with two girls? I think that it's cool for anybody who's not in a relationship to do what the fuck they want to. If you're not in a relationship and you tell the person, I don't want no relationship, I hang out every now and then over here and over there, that's your choice. If you're not in no relationship, you don't have to lie. You can hang out with who you want to. Now, that's their choice whether they have you over there or not. You can't dictate how she is with Blue or her kids like nobody could. Nobody had to tell me. I had common sense. Nobody had to tell me that. And I don't dictate anything with Jaidyn. If you know John and Jaidyn, you know you can't tell them shit. Neither one of them. They both hard-headed little motherfuckers for sure. You can't tell John or Jaidyn nothing. They gonna do what they want to do regardless. You should know that by now. I told them motherfuckers, don't go in the bedroom while I'm not at home. I went to school and they went right in the bedroom, turned on that Al Green and was acting like they was grown. You can't tell them hard-headed niggas nothing, okay? Neither one of them, they hard-headed. Girl, ain't none of me and my baby daddies, none of them. And I got 3. Ain't none of me and my baby daddies ever been to the point where we couldn't pick up the phone. Not ever. And I got 3. Chrisean, new man in church. That is awesomely amazing. Praise God and hallelujah and thank you, Jesus. You bashed Chrisean and said she broke up Jaidyn's home and Blueface relationship. I ain't never said damn thing. I said that Chrisean went up over there with ill intentions and she got ill results. That's what I said. When you set out to do ill shit comes back. And that's what happens. Okay? And she is living proof of that. And that's what I said. Don't come over here and put no words in my mouth now, Becky. Don't come up over here, Becky, with putting them words in my mouth. Okay? She played with her. I told her don't play with that girl. I said, ain't no way in hell if a woman only slept with one man and they got 2 kids, would I go over there and tamper with that? Because the Lord is definitely going to be on her side when the shit hit the fan. That's what I said. I said, don't go up. I said, if a woman have saved herself for one man and they got 2 kids, you gonna lose. That's what I warned her and said. And y'all told her, fuck that, do what we did. Get a baby by him. That's what I said. Now don't come up over here, Becky, putting no words in my mouth. Are you happy now that Rock moved on from Blue? Yes, I am ecstatic. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for him. I'm even happy for the new niggas, okay? I'm happy for everybody. Get somebody else to do it. I called a truce, and ever since I called a truce, everything has been falling into place for everybody and their family. Okay? Did you warn Angela? Warn Angela about what? Angela did not get with my son until John and Jaidyn broke up. And Angela is not even the type of person that would have went over there playing with Jaidyn like that. She wouldn't have went over there trying to hurt Jaidyn like that. She wouldn't have went over there trying to get no baby by him to hurt Jaidyn or none of that shit. She's not that kind of person. That's a young lady with integrity and dignity. Okay? She would have never done no mess like that. Thank you, Purple Heart. She said, stop talking to me about this bullshit. That's what she said. Stop bringing up bullshit. Blue going right back to Chrisean when he get out. No, ma'am. And I hope that don't hurt your feelings that he don't. I hope it don't hurt your feelings. Blueface never bashed Jaidyn online. Rock. She played with the cover-up. She shouldn't speak on J period after everything she dealt with. Get into TikTok lives. Great gods told me to get off here and get on TikTok. Until your son plays her, now you gotta say she should have knew better after he done using her. Huh? I told everybody what I thought as his mom. I told him everybody the truth. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I told Jaidyn when she was in high school that John probably wasn't going to be right until he was around his daddy's age because his daddy ain't right. That's what I told her. And she said, that's cool because I ain't ready either. And they maintained their friendship or whatever they had through kids and everything. When they got ready to be serious, I don't know what happened. I can't tell you nothing, but I would never tell no woman, oh, I think my son is ready. He ready to settle down and be with just you. I would never tell my son, nobody know shit like that about my son unless I thought he was ready. Now, if they don't listen to me and they choose to do what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like marry the nigga while he in jail, that's on you, baby. All I can do is advise you. That's on you what you choose to do. Right. Why is everybody worrying about her business? She is involved with a new relationship, a new character unlocked. They happy. They look happy. Let her be happy. It's Blue on drugs. I ain't never seen nobody put on that kind of weight and be that kind of zoned in and that kind of, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen him this mentally strong or this physically strong in his entire life. So whatever he might need to keep doing them. She is not worried about nothing. She wants peace, y'all. Keep asking about Rock. Thank you, girl. All of us just want some peace and some quiet. Y'all LA folks be sleeping on the Midwestern folks. We the ish. Sports and all. What? Blue coming. End up just like Papa Blue. These niggas never grow up. Well, Papa Blue ain't never really been sat down. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody's saying. When you sit down, God speaks to you. So sometimes when we be thinking people went to jail, sometimes it be so that they can, fulfill God's purpose in their life. Every single one of the people that I know about in the Bible, or the good proportion of the people that I followed in the Bible, went to jail. And sometimes even, it might not be jail. It could be Moses up on that rock up on that mountain for all that time. Sometimes you got to sit down and be tuned in with the spirit because life just be moving too fast for you. So Jonathan may not be like his dad. You know what I'm saying? And his dad was in a marriage for a long time. So just because we didn't work out, his dad got married and they raised their daughter and was married for like 10, 15 years or something. So just because we didn't work out didn't mean that John's daddy didn't go get married and work out better with somebody else. Is Blue on steroids? No, you can't. How the hell he gonna get some steroids? He barely getting some goddamn food in there. He barely getting some food. Depression causes weight gain. I think if he was gonna be depressed, that would have been much early on. I think he's very excited to get out and make his moves. He has a new love interest. She's very supportive, not just, in jail, but, helping him write and organize his life and his thoughts and put his his hands on his plans on paper. Like, you fuck around and get a Virgo, you might actually be real successful because what we gonna do is make you believe some shit and we gonna make you put some shit in order. Where the Virgos at that no? I only got 50% of that trait, honey. I wish I was all Virgo. You're acting like Jesus died and left Blueface in charge. That's how you should feel about your son, baby. You're supposed to feel like that about all your children. You're supposed to believe that they can do all things through Christ who strengthens them. If you don't believe that for your children, it's not going to be possible. We learned Blueface was telling the truth the whole time. Okay, girl. There we go. And on that note, I'm going to go get my shopping done so I can decompress my house. She said we learned that Blueface was telling the truth, and so was his mammy. But hey, everybody could be fooled. Auntie, I love Jonathan. If she doesn't work, I'm here. I know that's right, girl. Scribble, scrabble, and all. Let them know. We Virgos the shit. Girl, when we do it, we'll put some motherfucking plan together. Okay, you got 2 sticks and a 1 match and 1 gallon of water. Bitch, you got a bomb. You got a bomb. We'll make that shit work. Won't we, girl? Shit, Will Smith wouldn't have been half of Will Smith without crazy ass Jada. Somebody got to know the truth. You act like one. Y'all ass loud and wrong in these comments. I don't agree with a lot Karlissa say, but I do believe that. Believe what? Oh my God, yes, was to be concerned with his mental state. Aquarius and Libra is a vibe. Yes, I really believe that if Jaidyn and John hadn't endured this last little shit that they went through, they actually definitely would have been, for sure. I can't stand this old heifer. Then get the fuck on, girl. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm Aquarius. Girl, my daddy Aquarius too. It don't matter what happened. Y'all gonna be crazy, right? She said, Zion said, be concerned with his mental state. I pray about every state. So I'm concerned about every area in his life. Virgos are known to wait around for men and try to stick it out, hoping to be picked. What? I mean, we do got that longevity. We when we see that crack in the wall, honey, we'll glue that motherfucker up. We will glue it up. She said views are down. Whose views is down, girl? My old lady ass views is at 16 million. I know you fucking lying. She said, I know his views ain't down. So what views is she talking about? Girl, the views in the heavens is up. The views in the heavens is up. If any of them, if a love, if a lot of stuff that happened didn't. No, he couldn't really survive. Like, Jonathan is not, like, Andre could probably have survived with a hood chick, for sure. I think Andre could probably have survived better with a hood chick. Blue, however, needs somebody that's not, he just needs somebody that's got their thoughts in order, has their own shit going on, has their mental in order, because Jonathan is so methodical. Like, Jonathan played chess for real, like, in real life. Like, he literally could sit in this parking lot and think about a plan all the way to the other ends of this parking lot and win. I think that Jonathan's next go round, he needs to be very cautious of the people that he surrounds himself with, and he needs to not feel sorry for anyone. If they can't stand next to you, you have to remove them. I think he gets caught up in feeling bad for people and wanting to help people and wanting to do this. And in this next stage in his life, my advice to him, even me being his mom, if I'm in the way, you need to like move out of the way. Jonathan needs to be a quarterback, and he don't need to be standing next to other people trying to throw the ball at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, he needs to, in his next, if I could give my son advice, as much as I love him, if I'm in your way and I'm your mom, call me on Sundays, pray for me, and keep it pushing. That's what he needs to do in the next place in his life. If they cannot support, promote, and not ask no questions or not be doing too much, just go ahead and be done with it. Because the next place that God takes you in life, you're going to have to be comfortable if you have to go alone. And you're going to have to be comfortable with just taking people off your team if they can't catch the ball. That goes for mom, dad, sister, brother, manager, girlfriend, kids. If they can't stand in neck, if they can't help what you got going on, you need to keep that shit totally separate. Period. In order for him to win, that's what it's gonna take. Cutting people off. I don't care if it's your homie you knew since you was 3 years old. If it don't work, you gotta cut it off. Yes, his boundaries are going to make or break him, and that's going to be my advice to him when I sit down with him. Like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Everybody's not meant to be up that high. And you got to be able to, like, remove some stuff before you, and you got to be able to see it. And you can't just be like, you know, before my advice was like, you got to bring everybody with you. You got to bring everybody up. That's no longer my advice, because now I understand it from being up here, and I see, like, you can't afford for somebody to, like, just throw you under a bus or throw your address over here or give this person your phone number. You can't really afford those things, and you have to be able to just let that shit go. And if it's something you just have to have, you have to occasionally have it, and you have to, you know, make sure that your surroundings is covered, that good people is around you. Like, you shouldn't be having to tell your homeboys, if a girl is beating you down in the street, your homeboys that's with you and you paying for everything should already know to remove that person without letting you get all wrapped up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just has to pick people around him that respect and understand. We can't make it and we can't get to the bag if y'all letting stupid people claw at me. You see what I'm saying? Like, he has to be around somebody that knows, like, if the crabs is crawling on me, you gotta pluck them off before I pluck them off, or we all gonna starve. Like, look how many of his homies is probably thirsting and starving right now. Like, nigga, you was supposed to cluck that shit off. I wasn't supposed to cluck it off. Like, those are the type of people and friendships and relationships. If a girl swing on him, that need to be the last day she see him. If somebody gets so mad that they swing on you, that need to be the last day that she see you. If she get mad and she swing on somebody else, that need to be the last day you see her. You cannot afford to keep putting your life in jeopardy for people who don't have no self-control. Does Junie have health issues? Junie has no health issues at all. My Junie he was born at 25 weeks, and he is blessed, highly favored, and anointed by God. He has absolutely no health issues. He has passed all of his preemie requirements. He don't even qualify for the preemie check. So no, ma'am. He don't have no health issues, no blood issues, no issues whatsoever. God has shown Junie favor. So I don't know where you got that from, ma'am. But you got the wrong kid. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. And I return it to the senders. I see it, y'all. My bad. I got it. I got him up out of there. Okay. Jaidyn was doing the same stuff too, though, if not worse. And Jaidyn would never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever let no police take John. She would let them take her first before she would let the police take John. No, ma'am. She would never let no popo. She would never encourage no police to keep him in jail. Never encourage her fans to keep John in jail. Like, she would never do that. Jaidyn loved her kids more than she loved herself. Why would she want their father to not be in their life? That makes no sense. Angela isn't. No, she's not. She's highly favored and connected, but she ain't no. But she is highly connected and very, very much favored in the industry, and she don't want her job being bothered or tampered with by people like y'all. But her career is very established. She's been doing it for a long time. And she's very, very high up in the ranks. I don't gotta lie. You know I know. I know everything. Y'all know some things. I know everything. You thought she was a doctor? You thought Angela was a doctor? He turned himself in. I'm not talking about that. You said put hands on him and messing up stuff. I wasn't talking about the police. Either way, whether you putting hands on each other, messing with the police, either way, once that happens, the relationship is done. Unless the only thing I could see somebody moving past that is through serious counseling. So, for instance, if Mr. Sappho just became angry and started putting his hands on me before I would get the hell away from him, because if I felt like we was going to fight and it was going to put me in jail or put him in jail, we couldn't hang out no more, because I don't want him in jail and I don't want to go to jail. But I love my husband so much that we would go through some serious inpatient counseling. We would do everything that we needed to do to make sure that we could mentally figure out how to handle ourselves around each other. That's the only way that you should ever engage in being with somebody that becomes impulsive or angry or violent, is for, if they don't agree to go to counseling, then that's time to separate for you and for them. Because they really have damn near, if they don't want to go to the counseling and you don't want to get aggressive counseling for that, that's like your baby being sick or your husband being sick all of a sudden, and then you be like, well, we just gonna stay at home and try to figure it out ourselves. We ain't gonna go to the doctor. That, like, you know what I'm saying? And these are things that people probably wouldn't know, but you know, people who deal with people in the behavior in the medical industry, that's kind of like what you should know. I feel like you should know that if your spouse, because it can happen at any moment that somebody could fall into depression or fall into mental illness. Anything could happen. And as a person's spouse, they have inpatient, they have outpatient, they have aggressive therapy, they have all kinds of counseling that you could advise before, you know what I'm saying, you just let it go real bad and now you got to pay or they got to pay or both of y'all got to pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, what page is it that I need to block and delete? If y'all just act like y'all don't see them, they'll go away. I mean, they're literally just making up random shit. Like, you already know what it is.
All right, you heard what Karlissa had to say. I want to know, what you guys think about her saying that Blueface is still handsome with all the scribbles on his face. Do you guys think he's still handsome? And what about her speaking on Chrisean Jesus' birthday, acting like she had no idea about the birthday plans? We already know that Karlissa is all about the internet. People send her things. So I highly doubt that she doesn't know about the party. Looks like, people still want Jaidyn, Alexis, and Blueface to get back together. Do you think that'll ever happen? And what about her saying that every time we thought Blueface was with Chrisean, he was actually at home with his family, Jaidyn, and the kids? What do you guys think about that? Guys, definitely let me know your thoughts. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.